ORPH is on the move again in this pre-market session, the pre-market session of the 14th of June 2021. Let's have a look and see what's going on with ORPH. This is what's going on. It's up 20.04%, and the news out there is, I wouldn't call it news. Oh yeah, it's the news. This is Denmark's first meme stock, ORPH, was hit by a deep sell-off on Monday morning, probably maybe in Denmark, but not here. It's up 20% as last week's sudden spike during US hours crashed into reality once local investors returned from the weekend. Shares in the tiny Copenhagen-based biotechnology firm plunged as much as 37% when the market opened in the Danish capital, with the meme stock frenzy hitting Danish shores at the end of last week. One of the Nordics region main retail brokerages is now warning clients of the potential risk ahead as they face a new and unfamiliar trading reality. So ORPH, which has yet to produce a viable treatment or make money, saw its American depository share price soar almost 1,400% at one point last week. On Reddit, users posted updates such as I'm an idiot, long 4,000 shares of ORPH. Another posted, I'm in that boat with you, and the extreme trading and media focus will force the company and its management into overtime, according to Per Hansen, an investment economist at brokerage Nordent AB, said in a client note on Monday, just today, the 14th of June. That will create extra work and take the focus away from running the business, he said. What's more, a corporate valuation that's not financially viable or sustainable won't in the long run be able to alter a negative development in the underlying business. ORPH had a market value of over $450 million after trading ended on Friday. Last month it was worth $200 million. Hansen said regular investors now need to figure out how to incorporate the risk of such extreme moves into their strategies. It's relevant for all investors, private and professional, to scan their portfolios for shares which potentially can be affected by this in the future, he said. He told Bloomberg. Though the kind of volatility to which meme stocks succumb is beyond the most individual investors' control, there's still scope for more traditional investors to figure out how to exploit the opportunities it provides. ORPH, which uses heat shock proteins to develop therapies for neurodegenerative diseases, such as has had a turbulent time since its 2017 IPO. Shares in the company peaked in February 2020, trading 69% above the IPO price, but are still below the listing price. For some institutional investors who bought ORPH shares at the IPO, this is the best chance they've had so far to sell, said Hansen. The company has yet to turn a profit, and so far none of its products has made the necessary breakthrough that would allow ORPH to market them. Long-term investors in the company have been eagerly awaiting an update from the US authorities and on its latest application to get a treatment approved. The announcement due date is the 17th. That will be 3 days from today. So June the 17th will be completely crucial for their future. ORPH said on Friday the 11th that it's now 11th of June that it's now not aware of any material change on its clinical development programs, financial conditions, or results of preparations that will explain such price volatility or trading volume. It also warned investors against being sucked into the irrational price swings. So yes, this is what's going on. This is what we had. You can see how it retraced from this high of, what was that? This high of $21 all the way down to $9.33. I believe that was where, yeah, that was during that trading session. Yes, the 11th. So right now we have this extension to deal with. It is still okay. It now slightly retraced to 19.51% at the moment. 19.51. That is what we're looking at right now. So let's go and have a look and see what's going on the 5-minute model and see what's going on there. Okay, so we have, okay, this is not reflecting that. This is not reflecting that because this is supposed to be, okay, yes, this now, yes, it is. So it's at $11.17. So in the 5-minute model, it is still very much bullish. Let's skip to the 15-minute model. Okay, it's yet to, okay, I think it is reflecting that. It's reflecting that. So all in all, based on this model, its momentum is very much bullish. So let's turn to the 1 minute and see how things are going on here. So this, the underlying trend, I believe, I think it's very much bullish as well. The 200 days looking up, even though the 50-day is yet to catch up. This is the 1 minute model. Yeah, so orphazyme up 19.29%. You can see the MACD has clearly separated from its signal line. The 40-period slow stochastic oscillator is indicating that the momentum is very strong. It's right at 100 and sustained as well. So that's the squeeze is on. The squeeze is on definitely for orphazyme. Let's see if we can find any short figures on orphazyme. We also have to point out that we have a position in orphazyme, so that you know. ORPH. Okay, exactly. We have a figure. We have a 69% of the entire volume traded sold short. So as you can see that roughly approximately 70%. So the entire volume was 77.08 million. That's the volume that was sold short, and the whole volume for that day was 10.192 million shares. So they were sold short. So that was quite a hefty one. So right now we are contending with that squeeze. Does it have options? I doubt if it has options. I doubt. Okay, it's also tried gradually retracing. Now the extension is now down to 18.97%. Okay, there are no options for orphazyme, so we can't get all the data we need. So I think the best data is just that short interest, the short volume for the 11th of June. That's the last trading session. So let's go ahead and see what's going on short squeeze as well. ORPH. Okay, the short interest increased by 142%. Okay. So that is what we're facing right now with orphazyme. It's squeezing upwards, I believe. So I think the extension has been fluctuating between 51% and roughly 19%. At some point we saw a gain of about 21%. So currently now it's at $11.1, and that's about the same price of the same figures as its volume weighted average price based on this 1 minute model. So orphazyme is strongly bullish at the moment. So this is just the pre-market session. We're not really going to get a lot of visuals at the moment. So we'll see how things go, and we see how things go. So we can see what's going on here. It hasn't been trading for a long time, so it doesn't have a trend analysis based on what Charles Schwab is offering. It says here momentum is waning. This means that investors have been less aggressive in the recent purchases, but this is just the daily model. So let's go back again and have a look at that daily model. We didn't look at it earlier on, the daily model for ORPH. Okay, see, this is what we're looking at right now. It reached this figure of 20.9, roughly $21 on the 10th, and retraced all the way down to $9.33. So currently now it's at 11.20 as a matter of fact. So we now have an extension of about 20.04% at the moment. So based on the daily model, it's trading above its volume weighted average price. So let's return to the 1 minute model. Let's see what's going on here. So yeah, we still have that fluctuation between 21% and roughly 19% as it concerns the gain it has recorded today. So momentum is still very much strong. The MACD above the signal line. So we all got the real. I mean, we already know that the company doesn't know anything. So it's the fact that there isn't any material news is just a validation that the stock is going through some squeeze at the moment. So we'll continue to update you on ORPH, and just be on the lookout. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video.